Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about select. So let's dive straight into the video. So let's make a function called select and let's pass in an argument to it, which is a channel. Now take a look at select. So select, the syntax of select is exactly like the syntax of your typical switch case statement. The only difference is what switch case does for control statement, select does for channels. Select is for channels and it is async. So let's take a quick example of that. I'm going to run an infinite loop, and whenever I'm running the loop I want to check for cases. I want to see if I received a message along the lines of C or not. And if I did, I'm going to print received. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one more channel for you guys. I'm going to call it quits chan, which is going to be for type struct. Now whenever I receive something on channel C, I'm going to say receive. Whenever I receive something on quits, I'll do a quick print line and I'll say quit, and then I'll do a break. So this break statement is going to break out of the for loop so that we can exit our program all over again. So this is a really great way of making sure that your tasks aren't running indefinitely. So I'm going to make two channels over here. I'm going to make C and I'm going to make quits. I can have any name I want, but I'm just going to call it quit. I'm just going to call it quits because why not? So with these two channels, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass them to the select block directly. Note that when I'm passing those channels, or any channel in fact, to a function, I don't have to pass the reference of the channel. I can pass the exact channel because internally channels are references only. So I don't need to worry about that anymore. Then I can do a quick go func, or I can run the select block in the background, right? And then I can do C, or rather I can make a function to pass in arguments along those channels. Now let's see what happens in this case. I'm going to do a quick go run and nothing happened. So why is that? The thing is that both of our functions were executed as go routines, but we didn't have anything to block our main function with. So to block our main function, I'm going to have another select block, which is going to make sure that is going to stay blocked. Now in the past couple of videos we used the select block, but we never really talked about why we use this empty select block. So an empty select block means that, okay, I want to switch case on my channel, but I don't know which channels to switch case on, so I'm just going to wait indefinitely. Because in a filled select block we have cases where we can listen on channels. In an empty select block we don't have any channels to listen on, so it's just like blocking a thread. So I'm going to do a quick go run all over again, and it received an error saying that all go routines were asleep because no cases were executed. This is because our select block was actually called before this go func was called. So to solve this, what we can do is we can do a time.sleep for 1 second. Now let's see what happens. It worked. Going to main6.go all over again. Now why did it fail the second time? The reason it failed the second time was because when we passed something to the channel C, it for the first time it received something. It said, okay, I received it. When the loop continued all over again, it tried to listen on the C channel all over again, but notice that a C channel is a unbuffered channel, which means its buffer size is 0. It can only hold one item at one time. So what happened was that we didn't send anything after this, so it immediately quit. So what we can do is we can do quits. We can send something along the line of quits to exit the program as soon as we've sent something along the channel C. So after doing that, what we are going to do is, instead of a break statement, I'm just going to exit. So for that, there is a function called os.exit, and in that we can say that what our status code is going to be. So after we exit, our status code is going to be 1 because we quit on purpose, or rather 0 because we quit on purpose. 0 means it's safe. Then I'm going to clear all of this out, and then I'm going to do a quick go run. So first we receive something along the channel, then we waited for 1 second, then we receive something along the quit channel, and then we quit it. So let's see what happens when we increase the buffer size of this C to 2. Now in this case, when we empty quit, now we do a go run main6.go. So the first time we received a message, in the second time it also threw an error. Why? So some of you might be thinking that our buffer size is 2 right now, but so why is it throwing an error now? The reason is that we only sent it first time. So even though our buffer size is 2, there is only one item in the buffer right now. When this gets consumed, there is no other item to consume, so it panics. So guys, this was about the select block. Select block is really great for controlling execution, where you want to control bulk execution, bulk task queues, and things like that. So I request you guys to read more on this. The links are going to be in the resource section. See you guys in the next video.